Hello, everyone. T.J. here, and I'm here with two friends of mine, T.N.G. and Dandy Arts.
Hello, I'm T.N.G.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically, this is probably a bit of a different video than everyone here is used to. This is what I could well describe as being called a TED Talk.
Slash podcast.
Thank you, T.N.G. Okay,
Yeah.
so, right, wait, what was the purpose of, what are we doing today?
Well, as you're. Well, we're going to be talking about places we want to travel to because we are stuck in one. Because I'm one of those people that loves traveling, but wish had the money to travel, and talking to friends probably would be nice. Wouldn't you agree?
True. True.
Yeah.
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 So I think it's best if you guys go because I have a mental list of what places I want to go to,
Hmm.
and it's not short.
All right then. Then I'll get started. Well, I guess some of the places that are mostly like main on my list would definitely have to go see Alaska again. Yeah, because I used to live up there.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. I used to live. Yeah. I lived up there for 4-ish years with my family, but we had to move back to our current state, Michigan, due to family trouble.
Mm,
Oh.
Hmm.
yeah, I will say I'm not joking you when I tell you this. My dad wanted us to move to Alaska, but me and my mom were like, no, we can't handle the cold, unlike you, sir. Yet I was born in the state of West Virginia, where it is known to have snow in the wintertime, which is hilarious.
Okay, I just want to say this right now. It is not that cold. I mean, yes, it does, but the thing is, it's not bitter cold.
Mm.
I mean here we got the bitter cold, but Alaska, it ain't bitter cold. It's actually peaceful. And hey, we got no mosquitoes.
Well, that's nice, at
Cool.
least.
Yep.
Yeah, that's because mosquitoes can't survive in cold weathers, probably, or other things. But
Yep.
yeah, I mean, I would like to go there, but not live there exactly because
Uh,
of how it was described to me in the videos that I watched. It all showed it's like winter climate, and I'm like, the only excuse I would want to live there is basically I have an excuse to eat a bunch of ice cream.
okay, the other thing that I would like to mention, I okay, probably the reason that mostly they show winter there most of the time is because the thing about night and day there during the during the seasons, specifically winter and summer, because those are the weirdest.
Mm,
But the thing
yeah.
is, for summer, it's daytime all the time. Like it rarely gets dark.
Mm.
No joke. Yeah, there were rare occasions that night was ever dark up there.
Mm.
Hmm. And as for
That's
winter, it was basically the opposite. It was we rarely got any sunlight during then.
mm.
Mhm.
Sounds like something I would enjoy. I prefer nighttime. I know the daytime nice, like sunshine, everything, but I like the nighttime. It's much like not because of scary stuff because I love Halloween. No, it's because it's more pretty at nighttime, and I like to look at the stars sometimes and the
Yeah, and
moon.
another thing that I might as well tell you then. I hope you like the Northern Lights because
Oh yeah, I
those things
forgot.
are beautiful
I
during
I
Alaska,
I
especially
will
during
say I
winter.
do want to see the Northern Lights. Of course, I've never done that, but that is like on my bucket list per se.
Yearly noted.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, can I please? Thank you. I will have to mention this. Thank you, Sophia Nygaard, for showing us uh the Northern Lakes for me, and also the videos that she's been posting of like going to traveling. I'm like, I'm now a bit jealous. I'm like, dag nabbit, I want to go those places. Thanks.
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually really is nice up there. Probably better than it is here right now.
Mm.
Heat struggles.
Yeah,
yep.
and relatable. I will say that as someone that lived in West Virginia, I will say the summers there, it is not the funnest summers. Mainly because half the time it's hard for you to breathe because of the humidity.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
geez.
I hate
yeah,
the sound of that. Dear
yeah, no
Lord.
joke, because I've lived there, and even being inside the building where there's somewhat of AC, it is like still difficult to breathe because of the humidity makes it so really warm. It feels like you're just walking up a hill, you're just drenched
A part of me.
almost. And you haven't been like had water balloons thrown at you. It's just like, hey, this is and the thing is, there's not many water parks. You have to basically almost make your own water park at home, it
Oh, I hate
seems.
that. I hate the sound of
But
that.
luckily, this is one thing that I'm glad that there's at least some places. The Hershey ice cream parlor, which there's a lot in West Virginia, and I miss those. They have good ice cream. The reason why that is because, well, West Virginia is close to Pennsylvania, which, for those who do not know, the Hershey Company is in Pennsylvania. Hence, a
Oh,
Oh,
Hershey, Pennsylvania exists. Yes, there's an actual like street named Hershey, Pennsylvania, slash town named Hershey, Pennsylvania, for that reason.
the more you know.
Yeah, it also was. It's also sad that for someone that's lived up in the north, I didn't know that. Everyone talking about Philadelphia. I didn't know that was in Pennsylvania until years later. That's depressing. And I've never been to Philadelphia, yet I probably lived not that far from there, or
Hmm.
whatever. But apparently, some people say, yeah, it doesn't always live up to some of the hype from some people mentioning, but I'm like, I want to experience for myself for that call. But yeah. So, Danny, what places that you'd like to go to? Or did we already mention some?
Well, to be fair, I just mentioned somewhere that I want to go back to.
Yeah.
Now places that I would really love to go see. I guess one of my biggest would have to be, well, definitely Japan.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I think I'll let you talk about that topic.
Yeah.
actually,
Go ahead, Danny.
yeah, believe it or not, Japan was one of the places I was pretty interested in going to.
Mm.
I will say I've watched too many videos on Japan, like different prefectures and all things like that, to like mentally make a list of what places in Japan I want to go to for like almost a year trip or something. Because I know I can't do all of those things in like 1 month, and I'd be like,
Mm.
yes, it'd be nice because
Mm,
there are so many things to do. Like I
Oh,
mentioned Sophia Nygaard again here, but she went to a spa theme park where you can soak in coffee. There is
that
a coffee. Yeah, I'm not kidding. You could
that
soak it.
can't be. You can't. Be, you're joshing me. That
No,
can't be.
I'm being serious. They do have a coffee
she
one.
did do the research.
Oh
Yes,
my god.
I did watch video. I did watch the video on that, and there was coffee, wine, green tea, and even sake. Like just to
Bless you.
soak in. No, that's like that's an actual drink.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's called sake. It's basically rice wine for
Oh, I
English.
hate the sound of that. I'm sorry, but what the fuck?
Apparently, it's it's like one of the popular alcoholic beverages. Apparently, in
Oh,
yeah,
well,
but
that's
they
something
don't.
I'm never gonna do. Yet,
I guess it's
mention
a required.
alcohol, T.N.G goes the other direction.
Yeah, I will say that. But there are also other things there too. They do have a slide apparently. And they also have a nice place to view beautiful mountains, which is nice to know. Like literally a place you could just sit down and just look at the view of the mountains. And also those little fishes that, if you could just basically help with just swarming all over your footsies apparently. I don't remember the name of the feet the not feet fishes.
Bless you.
But yeah, thanks. But there's also a bunch of other stuff there other than just the spa theme park I mentioned. There's of course a fox village and a cat island.
Which we will get to when we will cross that bridge.
Yeah, I'll let you explain that more than
Yeah.
me.
Okay. Probably another thing that that I really do want to go check out would have to be, well, I guess besides Rome, like Europe, it would
Mm.
also have to be, well, Germany and Ireland. Also, well, it, Italy, I believe, has the Italians. Sorry,
Yes, to be fairly honest, that's been on my list since I was a child.
my
After I read a book on Italy, I wanted to go there.
ah, the reason that I want to go to those places because some of them I have some genes from there.
That makes
Yep,
sense.
in me family's blood.
Nice.
So I mostly want to go there and maybe learn a little bit more of our culture.
Ah,
Mhm.
gotcha. Same
Yep.
reason my mom wants to go to Ireland because we have
Hey.
blood from there as well. Yes. Apparently, it's not just from her side, but also my old man's side per se.
I don't
So,
know why, but just saying our old blood.
yeah,
just
basically, we have like, well, not blood, but it's basically like we have from our own like well, not DNA. I wouldn't say that, but like we have like parts of that culture in our DNA structure per se. However you put it, basically.
yes. Hmm.
Danny, let's give you some of the floor because both me and TJ are the ones that are mainly talking here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Sorry, dude. Go ahead.
Yeah. Um. Well, call me obvious, but I've always been curious about going to Paris because everyone always mentions about how Paris is such a beautiful place to go to. And I'm like, what the heck? It sounds interesting enough.
Mm,
Hmm. Well, there is a lot of
It,
interesting.
good art there.
yeah, like that's mainly why I would want to visit there because of like the art and like all the different places you can go to.
Mm.
Although, again, like with you guys, it's like again, Japan is also another place I want to go to, mainly because of all the crazy things you could see there.
Oh yeah. I will say that one of the places, another time I would want to go there is during spring with the cherry blossoms, the sakura season. Okay, I'm not a big fan of the color pink, but I will admit, it is pretty. It looks gorgeous, and I want to be one of those people that just see watching the flowers and everything, because I'm that person that likes nature a lot, even though it's just like, it's so pretty, and it's better to be there present than, yeah, seeing it from a camera and
I
everything, of someone recording it. It just looks so pretty. It just
mean,
looks pretty.
I have seen some artwork of it, and
Mm-hmm.
I even heard that Minecraft is actually putting the cherry blossoms in in the game. So
They
definitely
already
looking
did.
forward to that. Wait,
Yeah,
what?
they already did.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Wait, is
it just, yeah.
what by but it looked like they were adding it to the new update.
Yeah, they already added to probably like the mobile games first, then the
Oh.
Mojang, because I just got the whole update on my game.
Ah. So the mobiles are the ones that are getting it first, of course.
Or am I
Yeah,
not surprised?
yeah. I have like it on my Nintendo Switch Lite, so. But yeah.
Golly gee. Anywhere else, Dandy?
Mhm.
Um, other places more like was a bit more basic, but kind of like Pennsylvania.
Ooh.
Yeah, I will say that it is Amish country, so I will let you know that apparently a lot of Amish people are there, and I've heard that they have really good homemade apple cider.
I've never had apple cider.
What?
I mean, I have. I'm a bit of a yay or nay person about it.
Like every single year, we buy like at least 2 gallons of apple cider during the fall season because the main reason is because that thing is going to be gone within a week or so.
Wait,
Because I
what?
drink a lot of apple cider because I love it so much. It's
Dang.
just so it's good. Not to mention mixing it with other stuff for like for the fall season. Other than just having apple cider and mixing it with other juices, it just tastes so good. It's just yummy. That's why, for me. Because you can also do like an apple caramel cider thing if you want to put like caramel syrup in it or something.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. You could do a lot of stuff with apple cider that makes it all nice and yummy.
The more you know.
Yeah. But I've also been there to Pennsylvania for sure. And there's also like one water park there that I remember. I'm not gonna say where exactly. But yeah, I've been there a few times. There's a water park. I went to also the thing here in America. We have like fairs happening during the end of the summer,
Hmm.
and I went to one of them. That's actually how I discovered deep fried Oreos. So
Deep fried fucking what?
What the
deep fried
what?
Oreos, deep fried Oreos.
No. It
Those are good.
all went wrong.
What?
It
What's
all
wrong?
went wrong. America, what are
I
you
mean, we are the.
doing?
I mean, we are the people that literally just deep fried butter and turn it into a food.
Don't remind me
What?
of that,
I'm not
please.
kidding. That's not. Yeah, we are. Honestly, America is not the weirdest country in the world. There are apparently some other people would say there's other weird ones, but I'm like, out of anything as Americans, deep fried butter, I'm not surprised at this juncture because we like to deep fry a lot of stuff, but it's turned into more of a dessert, apparently.
I.
Fucking reminds me of deep fried ice cream, and that shit's disgusting.
I'm sorry. What?
Okay. I've had
Right.
deep fried ice cream. It wasn't terrible because, well, it was more in, it was at a Japanese steakhouse when I had it, but it was pretty good.
The more you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah, if it's not American ice, apparently it's good. I don't know why. I know that sounded bad, but I've only
You're
had it
not
at a
helping your
Japanese
case. You're
steakhouse,
not
and it's
helping
really
your
good.
case. You're not helping your case.
I know I'm
Nope.
not helping her case, but there's like a bunch of other. Yeah, yeah. Well,
Mm.
anyways, I'll change it to something that's probably a bit nicer. Australia is one of the places I want to go to.
Actually, that is another one I would also like to go to as well.
Because
My biggest reason is two of my two of my favorite YouTubers actually live there. One of them
Oh,
is SMG4, who I might as well mention, is actually the biggest reason why I'm actually a YouTuber right now. Like, he is my sole inspiration.
Ain't that nice?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
That, and I guess another one would have to be Wolfie Chew.
Oh, I love Wolfie Chew.
Oh yeah,
She's
Wolfie
so
Chew.
wholesome. I love watching Wolfie Chew's videos and also her boyfriend's videos. They're just so sweet and wholesome.
Yep.
And there's also some other if I'm gonna mention some two other Australian these are also like animated YouTubers.
Go ahead.
Sultan Sketches and The Amazing are two of my favorites.
The what?
The Amazing.
Name does not really
He's
ring a bell.
let's just say that he's made a lot of videos and he has became almost a meme at this juncture.
What?
The whole the whole like mayo proof meme came from him.
That's that meme, really?
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
The what proof?
he also lived in Japan apparently. And then for like a few years and then he moved back to Australia apparently from like the videos I watched. And he's also a doctor.
Well, damn.
He's a YouTuber and a doctor.
Well, that's interesting. The more you
Yeah.
know.
He made a whole video about that. It was interesting, to say the least. So, yeah, he's also been sponsored by Crunchyroll more than once.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I would keep seeing those when I would watch his videos. It's like, good for him.
Wait, what is Crunchyroll?
Crunchyroll is basically where you can watch a bunch of anime.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Alright
but you
then.
will. Yeah, I have it. So
Okay.
yeah, that's where I usually watch just all of my anime at this juncture. But sadly, you have to pay for a subscription to get like most of them to like watch a bunch of the ones that you want to see, which is sad.
Hmm.
That's the sad part, I would say. But yeah. But anyway, one of the reasons why I want to go to Australia, not just to see the sights and everything, because also the food. Like the food is like like one of the main reasons why I want to travel to different places.
Okay, Chowder.
Well,
Hey, I want to uh, basically have more variety in my palate
Hmm?
instead of being the stickler of picky eater that I already know that I kind of am at this juncture. So, yeah.
Hmm.
Not to mention they have apparently some of the stuff that I have seen of videos of Australia. I'm like, I want to go there. I want to go to see the zoo as well. Like, I want to see some of the koalas up close. Same with the kangaroos.
Alright then. And
I mean,
is there a Virgo in here? The heck? Sorry, my cat's going crazy. Loki's going crazy right now. He hears a bird.
oh boy.
I honestly can relate because me having two cats and my cats
Hmm.
half the time just have the zooms for no reason. But yeah. Yeah, that would be my one of the reasons to go to Australia, and another one is actually Austria.
Astra who?
Austria. It's in Europe. It's like near around like Italy. Um, I believe I have to probably look up exactly where, but it's like it's in Europe, somewhere like in the big cluster of Europe. It's also I have family heritage there as well, so that's one of the other reasons I would like to go there because of that. And also like to see more of that culture itself. From
Alright
what
then.
I've heard, it sounds pretty nice. So, yeah.
Huh. Alright then. Anything else, Dandy? Or have we just full blown moved to TNG?
Uh, yeah, I will say this is one that's been on my list for since I was very young, like toddler.
Yeah.
That's how young it's been. Been wanting to do this. Go to
Mm.
this place for so long. Thanks to the Mummy. Yes, this movie. The one with Brand. I always pronounce his name incorrectly, but it's Brandon Fraser. Hope I pronounced that correctly, but yeah, that one. Going to Egypt has been on my list for a very long period of time. Now, I know it's not exactly as the ancient Egypt as it is in the movies, but I want to go see the pyramids and all that, and also see the culture. I just want to go there and like live my childhood dream almost.
Huh, the more you know.
Yeah, and actually, that movie is actually what got also made me get into Goosebumps because of the Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. Because I really like mummies. It's like my favorite horror classic movie monster. You have
Hmm.
your Frankensteins, your werewolves, your vampires. No, I'm going for the mummy. Mainly because it had a big impact on me as a child.
I actually don't even think I've ever had one of those. Like a
Hmm.
childhood fear or monster
Mine's with
thing.
spiders.
It's not more of a fear like a classic movie monster. Is more
Never
of
really
one of
seen.
Oh,
Yeah, I haven't really been exposed to those as a kid.
mm, yeah.
actually, okay, a
And now
little bit of a
look.
side tangent there. Um, Talking about like horror, like monsters like that from movies. For some reason, for me, it was always Frankenstein.
Ah, nice.
Hmm. Alrighty then.
But yeah, I would. Yeah, I already mentioned like. I mean, I also want to go to Italy, of course, to see all the well, not just for the tourism stuff and everything, but also to see the culture, things like that. Because it just looks really pretty, and I also want to do the gondola thing. That just looks very relaxing to me
Hmm.
to do that.
Alrighty then. The more you know.
Now, anything else, TGM, you would say you'd want to go to?
Hmm. No, not really.
Well, I guess that means we go back on the Japan train.
Yep.
Yep,
Well,
here we
bullet
go.
train in this case. More
Yeah,
so.
Go
like
right
Japan,
ahead, TNG.
things I want to do there. That's probably why I have a lot more to think about with Japan and well, the other countries I said rather than anything else because those places have a lot of interesting places. And
Mm-hmm.
not to say like not all of them are interesting. It's like to me at least that's what I'm intrigued in.
Mm, yeah. I mean, not just because because I like anime. I want to point that out. I want to get that out of the way before everyone's like, "Oh, TNG just wants to go there because she's an otaku anime fan." No, there's more than just that. There's a bunch of other stuff I mentioned earlier. But I want to go see the Cat Island because I like cats. I like dogs too, but because I own cats, I have to be more biased to cats in a way. But also, they're easier to maintain compared
To
to
be
dogs.
yeah, to be fair, I'm more of a cat person myself. I don't get along with dogs.
Mm,
Mm.
I,
But unfortunately, I have to live with them.
yeah, I live with one too, but
Yeah,
my
and for those that have saw the reaction, the Bonnie does a prank reaction, and I'm pretty sure you two were there for it. I think you
mm-hmm.
could already tell my patience when it comes to dogs.
Yeah, the barking does get on your nerves. Not gonna lie,
Yeah,
but
and
also,
then you could also hear my rage.
mm-hmm. I will also say this: that my favorite breed of dog it's a Shiba Inu. Yes, I know it's from Japan.
Gesundheit.
It's a breed of dog, and it's adorable. It like if you it's basically the Doge meme dog.
Oh,
So
Uh-huh.
everyone knows what I'm talking about because everyone knows at least the Doge meme. They became like a meme, not because of the memes, but also because of like I did research because I did want this breed of dog so bad to where I did a lot of research, and apparently because of their fur or coats are basically antibacterial. You only have to give them a bath like once a month or something like that, which is like easier to take care of
interesting.
in a
We
way.
don't have. I don't think we have given our dogs a bath much.
But they're also just like very cute and fluffy. They look like big fluff balls. Especially when they're puppies. If you get like a fully white one, apparently it looks like a baby polar bear. Like you adopted a polar bear in your house when it's not. But the ones I want look and there's already a meme of like you want a marshmallow, a toasted marshmallow, and then burnt marshmallow as like the joke memes, and I want the burnt marshmallow.
Because
It,
that feels more like a TNG color.
no, because they just look more adorable to me, and they just look like the most sweet. I guess because I like yes, they just look the most adorable. Plus, you don't get to see them that often compared to like the toasted one.
Mm.
But yeah,
I can't
that's
believe that we
actually
refer to them like marshmallow status. That is kind of funny to me.
Yeah.
yeah, it's adorable. It's cute. It's like that's how like that's how you want. But another thing to go back with Japan, uh, there's actually to go also with this. There's actually like a Shiba Inu statue in Japan. That's a dog named Hachiko, I believe. I'm not. If please correct me if I'm wrong if I on that, but there is a
Yeah,
statue of
those in
this
the
dog.
comments, if she is, please leave a comment, maybe.
Yeah, because I know that I heard about this where this dog, a Shiba Inu dog, waited for their owner for long periods of time.
Oh yeah, I think
It's
I've
just like
heard of that.
very loyal dog, very loyal, waiting for owner to come back, and then they did a little statue for Dudugi.
Yeah, I think I've seen
Oh,
that. Yeah, I think I've
And
seen
it's
them, seen that story.
yeah, I also heard that apparently another one that's like there was like a cat train conductor
Oh yeah, I've
or
heard of
something
that.
like that.
I've heard of that,
Yeah,
mate.
and I was like, that sounds so cute.
Actually, there is because there's an actual train for the island,
Hmm.
so there is a train conductor.
Yes, the kitty train conductor. Why do I just imagine like when it comes to the like bell ringing, if there's any, it's just a cat meowing, like an adorable cat meow for an alarm sound for the train. I don't know
oh
why.
my god.
Just
We
like
got
imagine how
Dandy's. We got Dandy's attention.
yeah, it's like how adorable that would be. It's like oh
Yes, like as a fan of both cats and dogs, I would love to see something like that.
yeah, that would be kind of cute. That would be kind of cute. But also, of course, I'm sure a lot of people know that Japan is known for their onsen, which is public baths.
What?
Nani?
Yeah, yeah, they actually have that onsen. I believe that, and also the hot springs, of course. But there's like those, yeah, there's like public baths, but they're of course separated for reasons.
Okay, thank
Obviously.
goodness.
Yeah, but to be fairly honest, it just looks nice and relaxing. Of like, there's like a whole etiquette on doing the doing a bath apparently, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense. I mean, I'm also jealous that Japan. I'm not kidding you. This is the thing that I wish I had in my own home. The bathtubs there. There's buttons you can press for it to automatically fill your bathtub, or you could have it set at a certain temperature that you want it, and then you could just press the button when you're ready for it to be like ready for you. I'm
Dang.
like, why don't we? And you can have one in your kitchen. You can have the remote
What?
in your kitchen or in your living room. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
I think the full reason, I mean, probably, again, this is probably my opinion, but I think the reason that we Americans don't have that is because our government has a bit of a trust issue right now.
They,
Yep,
Sounds about right.
yep, the frickin' boomers in the capital, like, for goodness gracious, if we don't get along, we're never going to get world peace if we don't get along.
yeah, it's upsetting that this whole debacle. But that's the one thing I'm like, I wish I had that in my own home. Like, imagine if it was like really cold outside and you just want to take a nice, relaxing bath and everything. You could have just had it at the particular temperature and everything, and just like press the button for it to fill it for you, and it's like all nice and ready and keeps it at that temperature for you. And I'm like, this is what I want in my house. I want this in my house. I want to have that feature, other than the toilet.
Yeah.
Like I think more than one person has already said about the toilets there.
Wait,
Yeah.
what about the toilets?
Yeah, the bidets
It
in the
has.
in the sense.
I'm one of
Yeah,
the few people who find bidets kind of uncomfortable.
yeah. I also will say that they also apparently like you can have heated seat for that as well apparently, and I'm like,
Nunny.
what?
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
sorry, I'm
that I
sorry,
don't really
what?
care too much about.
I'm
It's like,
like,
oh,
why?
yeah,
But
oh, cool.
also
I can heat up
interesting.
my toilet. I don't care, like, honestly.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah,
I'm just hearing this. You can
you're like
heat up your
confused, like,
what?
yeah, and I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, I'm also like, what the heck?
Like, if they did something like more of what's the word? More like more comfortable seats, like I don't know, a couch or something. That I'll be more impressed with.
Apparently, you can also buy something to make your seat that even more comfortable. Apparently,
Of course you can.
yeah, it's
Japan,
covers.
Japan.
I
You,
I know
you,
Japan's interesting.
yeah. I mean, not only that, but I believe that you've also mentioned the culture.
Oh yeah, they're. I will say they are like. I will say like one of their holidays, like the one about it. You, I would think would be around Halloween, but I'm not entirely sure. I need to double check. But there is this like event that they do to honor those who passed away, having a little offering of foods and things like that. I'm like, that
Yeah, I
sounds
think that's
so
the Day of the
sweet.
Dead. I think that's what its
Yep.
name is called, or Cinco de Mayo. Oh, wait, is that like
Cinco
Spanish?
de Mayo.
Yeah, that's not Japan. That's they're similar,
Yeah, but
but it
I think that's the Spanish name for Christmas. Mess.
no, that's not the Spanish one for Christmas.
F.
No,
Yeah, I think you
that's
can tell that I am. That sometimes my brain just goes. My brain just short circuits at times. It loves to do
yeah,
that, and I
yeah,
hate when it does that because it makes me seem like I'm an idiot.
yeah. But anyways, but yeah, they have that usually, like obviously once a year. But I will say that apparently one of the places not go to Japan mainly for their from what I've heard, Christmas is not the ideal place for
Or at least ours.
yeah, because apparently because of how their Christmas is way different from ours. Of course, they don't see it as like um more of like a family holiday from what I've like
They
watched
see it
the
more for relationship, unless if you're a
yeah
kid.
Yeah, it's more of one of those like even people work on Christmas type of thing. You
Which
like
my
it's
brain
oh
immediately screams, what the fuck? Why?
yeah. Also, for those who are not aware, their Christmas meal in Japan is Kentucky Fried Chicken (KFC). Like they make it a big deal. Apparently, is where a lot of KFC sales happen in around Christmas time over there, and they have legit a Christmas bundle over there. I'm not kidding. That's like their and then their dessert is the strawberry shortcake. I'm like, okay, the strawberry shortcake doesn't sound odd, but Japan. Why? And one of the songs that they play, apparently, from what I've heard, okay, this is basically Joey the anime man. Mentioned this one is like the Christmas music is not even a Christmas song. It's a different song entirely, and it's like a classical music song. I don't remember the name of it,
Hmm.
but I'm like, well, that's interesting. But apparently, yeah, that's Christmas apparently over there, from what I've heard. Like I
The
said,
more
this
you
is just
learn.
what I've heard. The more you know.
The world we live in.
Yeah. But I will say, apparently, their Valentine's Day holidays are also interesting. From what I've also heard, apparently, uh, this is actually where you probably hear the word White Day come in. That's actually the real Valentine's Day for us, um, Westerners, I would say. Like the dude giving the girl like candy or something instead yeah, the dude doing that.
Hmm.
But apparently on actual Valentine's Day, it's actually reversed. The girl either makes homemade chocolate or gives chocolate to either the boy they like, to their friend, or to a teacher to, like, do something nice for their teacher or something.
Oh. Okay then. Oh,
But
the more you know.
then for White Day, it's the guys repaying that back, sometimes tenfold. Like some dudes like go apparently not overboard, but like do crazy things apparently, like, and not just like, oh yeah, chocolate. No,
Hmm.
giving them like going on a trip with the girl type of thing,
Ah.
or going to a really nice dinner, things like that. Which I'm like, well, that sounds interesting.
Hmm.
Like, ah, nice, but also like I think that's a bit extreme. Just some girl giving you chocolate. Yeah,
We live in the strangest world.
yeah, but it's a world that I'll deal with.
Yeah.
I will say that. There's also another place I didn't mention that I want to go to. I almost did, but
Sure
thanks.
thing.
Things have happened that I'm not going to mention, but I think we all know. I was gonna go to Taiwan, and
Oh.
I wanted to go.
But I guess it's not exactly the most greatest option now.
uh, I'm not exactly sure, but it was during when things shut down. Pretty much is why.
Ah. Well, to be
Yeah, and
honest, China, I believe that's where it is. It's not
no, it's
exactly.
not in China. It's
Oh, thank
not.
goodness.
No, it is not in China. But they do speak Mandarin Chinese
Oh.
and also Japanese. So
Huh.
yeah, because I actually have some friends from there. That's how I know. And that was because I wanted to go check there because that would have been like one of the first places I would have actually traveled out of the country for, and I would have loved it because there was like a bunch of stuff and there that I also want to try. Also, they, of course, like every single own country has their own version of different like McDonald's or Burger King, things like that.
Hmm.
And there's also, of course, regional Starbucks. Yeah, there was one that was been close to where we would be walking around to check things out, and
Alright
I
then.
opportunity missed. Yeah, but it would have been nice to go there because there's also some other stuff that I've of Taiwan that would be nice. Yeah, there's also, of course, like I'll have to mention South Korea is also one of the places. But I will say this is the one thing that's like some people are going to be like, okay, T.N.G, this is kind of weird for you to go to travel just for this cheese theme park.
Sorry, what?
Yep, there's a cheese theme park in Incheon, South Korea, and there is a giant wheel. It basically looks like a giant cheese wheel building. They also have classes on making cheese as well. They also apparently have a laser tag area too,
Ooh.
and they also apparently the slide is an interesting one because it's just a bunch of rollers. You know, there's like, yeah, basically like a long slide with rollers down, apparently. Again, I'm going to say, again, Sophia Nightguard, I watched her video on that, and I'm like, okay, now I want to go to that place now. Because I like cheese. I wouldn't say cheese head per se, but I like cheese a lot. I like mozzarella. My favorite.
Mm.
It, it, it sounds nice. But also, apparently, you also get pizza if you do the classes.
Oh.
Yeah. And in the pizzas that I see from what Sophia Nightguard's video, the pizzas actually look really good that you can make. I'm like, yes, yes. Yeah, and
Okay.
there's also apparently a bunch of other stuff in Korea as well, of course. And that I also want to check out, like some of the street food that they have there. Also, the street food in any culture, if they have like street food areas, because that'd be kind of cool to try the food there. Also, like just saying that, oh yeah, I tried that before or something, because there's like
Alright.
some of the things that they have made, like I would say, like I have seen in, I don't know exactly in Japan, uh, but there's this giant thing of cotton candy I saw, and I'm like, well, that is a thing.
The more you
I
know.
yeah.
Okay, now to probably move on to, I guess, the last thing about this, topic here,
Mm-hmm.
which is actually regarding the current series that's going on my channel right now. For those that know about the two videos that were posted, specifically the Station of Paranoia and the Labyrinth of Insomnia. Yes, those two are indeed connected, but there is a bit of a bigger picture going on.
Mm.
Originally, I was hoping that my friend Arctic would join us on this, but he is currently dealing with stuff right now. But there are technically four I guess four entities that are in play on this. And, probably the image that I will be, putting on screen right now to signify that there's been a bit of a change in the scene, you can see four different characters. And those said four you actually have seen in basically at the end of the Labyrinth of Insomnia. Basically, four mysterious entities. One of them is one that you've seen from basically the end of at the end of Bonnie Does a Prank video, you saw a picture of a box man walking up to me and my friends Arctic and Wander. That same box man, is at the end of the video. Okay, basically, the Boxman is a part of something big. And there are 3 other people that were in that mysterious little base. One, a plague doctor, another, a camera-headed person, and a droid. Something big is definitely a part of it, but I just want to state that there's something even bigger. These guys are just generals. They're just taking command. Something even bigger is at play here. I'm not going to spoil what it is because we have yet to... because we are currently still in a bit of the Boxman arc, I guess you could say. And there are actually a few videos that are tied to it. One of them being, well, me moving in with the Squid Man, then the paranoia and insomnia. And the final video is coming, which will be the conclusion of not just the arc, but also probably tying to someone even bigger. And that will be resolved in the battle against hypnophobia. So, stay tuned for that, folks. And all I have to say, keep your eyes out. For something might be watching.